so we're going to do a couple of projects, and I'm going to start trying to do them from start to finish with you guys. We'll see how that goes. This is one of those signs when I did the seashore one, and I think it was a seed packet one. I'd already finished those. This one we're going to start from basically a blank canvas. So I'm thinking on this one, what I'm going to do is, this is the Decor, it's the newsprint stamp IOD. I've taped off the one side so I know where I need to put the ink, and I am going to stamp that on this one, on this side I should say, and then once that stamp dries and I do a clear coat over it, I'm then going to do, I think I'm going to do this bicycle transfer on there, and then kind of wrap this flower up here on the corner. And that is the plan. Because I have got this decoupage paper, it's got bicycles on it, and I'm actually going to do that on the other side. So we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to do that on that side. So that is the plan for this one. So we'll go ahead and get started. And I think actually, since this is more distressed, I think we'll do the stamp on this side, because it would probably be just a little bit easier than trying to decoupage over those divots. So, alright, and I just used plain black. I ran out of my IOD ink, so get this inked up really good. And if I miss some spots, it's not, this is just going to be a background, so. Alright, so I'm going to lay that, and once you lay it down, you want to make sure you get it in the spot. Hold it down with one hand, because you don't want to slide it or anything, or you're going to end up with smears. And then just take your other hand and just kind of rub over it. And for those people that have been doing this for years, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm not doing it the right way, but this is the way I've been doing it since I started, so, and it works for me. Most of the time, I should say. As I've said earlier, I'm kind of a self-taught from watching stuff on YouTube, videos. Okay, and then we're just going to lift that up. Perfect. Okay, and this is how, hopefully you guys can see that it turned out really cool. So like I said, we're going to let that dry, then I'll do a clear coat on that, and then once you're done with your stamp, you just take a plain old wet wipe and just kind of dab. You want to get all that ink off of there. And you can, each one of these is of individual, so if you just wanted a couple of them, these do all come off of here. I don't think I have ever used it, taken them off. I've just used it as the solid sheet, just because it's usually on bigger stuff that I'm using it as a background. And it's just, it's easier to do that way. But yeah, each one of these, like, articles is a different, an individual stamp, and then the little round ones. So, very cool stamp. Okay, and then we'll take this tape off. Let that dry, and then I'll put that away. Alright, set that to the side. And then we are going to flip that. And luckily the way this is made, that doesn't touch. So we should be good to be able to get this decoupage one on here while that is drying. That exactly where I want it. I think that looks like a winner. And I'm just using plain old Mod Podge. I know some people like the other decoupage type mediums, but I had a bunch of Mod Podge. I can't even talk today. A bunch of it, so I'm just trying to use it up Okay, so I'm going to pull this. Let's make sure I got that in the right spot. Oh, my water bottle. I'm going to pull that back and just do like a starter strip, everybody calls it. Just put a decent amount of the medium on there. Alright. And then I'm going to miss that paper. And then we're going to flip that back over. And I forgot my saran wrap. Saran wrap works very, very well to keep your wrinkles to a minimum. Because you don't want to don't want to rub it too much. And I don't do a whole lot of decoupage, and there's people out there that are just amazing at it. Okay. So that is good. Now we can, and I know some people go, as they go, they'll put it on the top too. I don't know why. I wait until I'm completely done and then I put it on top. And like I said, I could be doing it wrong, so watch more of the professional people or ask their advice, or, go with it. That's me. I go with it. And my project usually turns out great, so that's all that matters, right? The end game. And you don't want to get that too wet. That kind of helps your paper, as they say, kind of like stretch and lay on there even. And then once I'm done and it dries completely, then I'll go back through with my little sander and do the edges where it's a little longer. Alright, I got just this one spot left. And then it is done. And then I'll go over the top of it. And you can, depending on what kind of the quality of the paper and stuff, you can, usually you're able to lift it up a little bit if you need to rearrange, not totally rearrange, but get some of the wrinkles out. And that one actually is turning out really good. Okay, I think this is going to be really neat when it's done. Okay, now we are going to go over that just to seal that in. Yeah, there are some wrinkles. That's my own fault. I forgot to get my saran wrap out. Alright, and we're going to let this sit and dry along with the stamp on the back. Then once that's dry, we can go ahead and finish it. And I was almost thinking, I didn't know if I wanted to maybe add a small flower to the front. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. So we're going to let this dry. We're going to set it to the side. That's that side. And then this side. So we're going to set that aside, let that dry. And we will move on to the next project. Okay, so on this project, we are going to, it's another one of those little houses. I guess it was to put a little light in, I'm not really sure. But I went ahead, painted it with white linen, then distressed it back, and now I think, I just got this the other day, the Portobello Road stamp. I think we're going to stamp it up with that. So, we are going to start off and do some shingles So let's do the roof. Alright. Yeah, this stamp is so cute. Like I said, I haven't used it yet. And I did painted this and then put a top coat over it. Alright, make sure I get these shingles going the right way. Yeah, I guess it'd be easier to do it that way. Actually, trying to get it to where it doesn't slide on me. Alright, so we're going to start down here at the bottom. And just hold it into place with one hand, rub it with the other, and then hold it with that hand, switch back and forth, but make sure that you're constantly keeping pressure on it to keep it from not sliding on you. Alright, so there's that so far. That's going to be really cute. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use what's left on here. Try to line that up right. Ooh, it slid a little bit. Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, let's re-stamp it. So we need to do the top of the roof. Trying to do it to where you guys can. Alright, I think that's. Yeah, I'm not really happy with how this is going on there. So, and worst case, I'll probably sand it. I may end up sanding it back a little, distressing it some. So, yeah, see, I'm not happy with how that's looking. But that's my fault because of the angle and trying to hold it on there. It's hard to get figure out what's the best way to hold it so you don't slide. And with this being distressed, it's not very even on the edges of some of this wood on this, so you can see there, which I am. I'm going to go in afterwards and I'll do some sanding on it. Just to help blend it all in. Okay. Alright, so the roof is done. It definitely could look better. But we're going to go with it, right? Okay, we'll set that to the side, and I forgot about that brush being. Alright, so let's put that back on there. And then we're going to put that little window spot, that little box, we're going to put that in the back of the thing. Let's go with, which door do we want to go with? Probably this one. I think that one might be a little too, I don't know, that one's really cute. I think we are going to go with, the tall door. Okay, so we're going to lay that on there where we want it to be. And then I'm going to take, and I've taken, it was a big mount, and I just cut it into pieces because it just made it easier. I have a big piece too, but this made it easier to maneuver. Plus, you still have the grid lines, makes it a lot easier when you're trying to line things up and make sure everything's even. Alright, so this is going to be the front door. I'll lay that right there. Like I said, this is the first time I've used this stamp or experimented with it, so we'll see. I definitely want to do some clay imprints with it. I think those look really cool. Okay, so there's our door, and then I need to find a mask for the front door. I should have opened all this stuff. Ahead of time. Alright, so got that out. So now I'm trying to decide if do I want to do the small brick. There's a big stone, like a stone for walls, where there's a small brick. I'm trying to decide which one. Kind of like the stone look is kind of cool. But I should probably, if we're going to do a window, let's go ahead and do the window. So now this one's going to be really cute for Christmas. It's got a, like, looking in the window, it's a Christmas tree. And you got the bakery. So cute. Actually, we could put this. These people sit inside reading a book. We could do that as our window. Oh, that would be inside the house, though. Let's not do that. Let's do one of these windows. Put a window in the middle. And then I think on the other side we're going to do the little bicycle leaning against the wall. That's really cute. Yeah, you got a walking the dog. So many cute things on here. Little flower boxes even. Yeah, this is such a cool stamp. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so I think we're going to do this window right there. Let me go ahead and do the same window on the other side. Two, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright, so now we got a window on that side, a door on that side, and now we need the mask for that window. These sticky tab things really work, that's for sure. Alright, so this, let's see, which window? I think it's the small one. Man, I am making a mess. Sorry, guys. Okay, yes, that's that one. Okay, so now we are going to, I'm trying to decide if I want to even do anything. I may not do anything on the back side. We'll see. Go ahead and do the same window on this side. I think that was a full box slid on me. Perfect. Okay, so now we got windows and a door. Then we will put, if I want flower pots or anything, we'll do the brick the last, because you're going to want that to be, everything's on top of the brick basically. So we'll put the brick on last, but they've got such cute, like this little topiary tree is really cute. We could put one of those beside the door. That would be really cute if we did one of those, or they've got this little urn with a flower. Then you've got flowers that could be growing up the wall, which is really cute too. Maybe we'll do those on the other side. Let's do one of these. Do we want to do one on each side of the door? I think that's too much. I need something a little skinnier, maybe. Or maybe we'll just leave the door. Sorry, guys. Like, make up your mind, girl. Actually, I should have moved the door over a little bit and we could have put a light. What if we do that? We'll do a light on this side. And we'll do a topiary on this side. And then we'll do the brick. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Or do I do a light on each side? And just not do the topiary? Yeah, I think we'll save the topiary for one of the sides where there's more room. Okay. Go ahead and put a light. If I could hold still and not be so shaky today, that would, I don't know what my deal is. Okay, there's one light. Now we're going to get the other light. We can get it in the same way. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll find the mask for that. So then we can do the brick over that and those will show. Okay. So the front's done except for putting the brick on it, I think. So we're going to move to this side, and I think on this one we'll do a little topiary here. And maybe this little flower. Oh, if I can get it off of here. Like a little flower growing up the wall. We could have that going up. That would be cute. And on the other side, we'll do the flowers and the bicycle, I think. And I do need to remember to put that window. Yeah, I like this. Flowers, topiary, cute, cute. Okay, wipe off that topiary tree because we're not going to use that one again. However, I am going to do the flowers more because I think I'm going to do those on the other side. So we got those two sides done. And then, yeah, so that's looking really cute so far. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then I'll go through, like I said, after I'm done with everything, I'll distress it just a little bit before I put my top coat. And then I'll probably just do a wax, clear wax, and then I may put some brown wax over it just to make it a little bit more vintage looking. Okay, so I think we're going to do this flower. Actually, we need to see how big the bicycle is. I didn't think about that. Let's see if the bicycle. I should have put that down first. I think I'm doing that backwards. I don't know. We may not be able to do the bicycle on this one. Yeah. I'm not feeling it as much as I thought it would be really cute. The guy walking the dog. So many cute things. So if we do the flowers, we could do them on this side. And actually what I could do is do one here so they go all the way up. And then ink that up and do it again. Down here lower. Cute, could even do it that other side. Or do we do... This one's a little thicker. Oh, this one's got a really cute rose. I think we're just gonna... Less is better sometimes. Don't get too crazy, right? I could put a little cute little flower pot on that side just to even it out so it's got 2 and 2. We'll do that because there's some really cute little potted. Let's see, which one do we like? There's those look like window boxes. This one we could probably put on the ground. Or do we put it on the window? I did that wrong though because I should have put that on first and then the mask and then the window. So we're gonna have to go with something. Well, maybe we could just go with the bicycle. Because it would be leaning against everything. We're gonna do it. Just go with your first thing you decide to do, just go with it. And if it don't turn out the way you like it, you sand it, repaint it, and you start over, right? That's all there is to it. Scales off a little bit. That's going to be a really big looking bicycle. Oh, that looks cute though. That does look cute. Okay, so we got this side, we've got the front, we've got this side, and then we've got the roof. So that one is done other than letting that dry. Oh, no, we got to put brick. Duh, Dusty. Oh, I'm forgetting like the main, it still needs the brick on there. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's Monday. That's all I can say. It is Monday. Okay, and I think we're going to go with the stone. Give it kind of a cottagey feel. Okay, so let's start on this side. We need the mask for the window. Put that one on. And then the mask for the florals and the topiary. Floral one. Okay, and then the topiary. On this one, right here. One on there. Nope, nope. Alright, so those are on. Then we're going to stamp and we're going to have to do it again. This is the first one that I've stamped where I've actually used the mask, I think. So this is a whole learning learning process. Just got to make sure whatever you want to be on the front is your first thing. And then you just layer it. That's really cool how you can do that. How cute. And then I got to take these off. Stick them back on there because we got to put some more stone on the bottom. Ugh. Okay, make sure I get it on the right side. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Now we're going to put some more stone. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah. Oh, that's really cute. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's really turning out cute. Alright. Now we need to put, that'll go on the next one. Topiary we're not going to need. We need the door. That on there. And then how are we going to do that with the white? Because there's probably only one mask for that light. So we're going to have to do half and half, I guess. Interesting. I didn't think that through. And you can't really run the stone the other way. I'll just have to do, I'll just go it that way. Half on the top, half on the bottom. Just a little bit over half. Just stay there. Stand up again. I may have to end up doing it in 3. It might be okay. But just the 2. Perfect. Okay. We need to put the door back on there. And then we need to move the white to this side. That lined up just right. Really need half. And make sure you get your mask back on the right way and don't put it on where the ink more stone there. Perfect. And because we're not going to need those anymore. Now we're going to need, oh, that's really looking cute. I may have to end up doing something on the back, whether I just do some flowers and stone or just in case. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we need the window. Again, on this one, we need the floral. Again, this one, and now we need the bicycle. Okay, so the bicycle. this, we need the bicycle back. And actually, we don't even worry about the window. We just need to worry about the flower. We're really not going to have hardly any just down here. Perfect. Okay, so that really turned out cute. Okay, so now what do I need to do? Yeah, I need to do something on this back. Otherwise, I mean, you're not going to see it. I don't know, maybe we'll just leave it. That's really cute though. Okay, happy with how that turned out. Okay, so we're going to let that sit and dry. We got the other one drying, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a quick sand on this, do a top coat, and I'll come back with the finished product. And then I'm still waiting on this one to dry. Once this one's dry, I'll sand the edges and then do my top coat, my wax, and then we'll come back to do the transfers on this one in just a little bit. So back to do a couple finishing touches. This one I went ahead and did a real quick kind of light sand to it, and I went ahead and put stone on the back just to make it look complete. So that one is done. I just put a clear poly on it. I haven't decided if I want to do a dark wax on it yet or not, so I'm still kind of deciding on that one. And my phone was not videoing. This was the first project, and I guess it didn't video everything. But this was just a little old watering bucket that I picked up garage selling this weekend. Put a transfer on from the Lover of Flowers, so that's on there on the front. And then I did gypsy green and distressed it on this handle that was wooden and on this handle. And then I did a top coat on those, clear matte spray on the whole thing just to seal that transfer in. So that is one more finished project. Turned out really cute. And then this one, I went ahead after it was dry, sanded off, cleaned up all the edges, so that one is done on that side. And then this side did the poly over the stamp, so now we are going to put our transfers on. So I think maybe we'll put the bicycle on this side, and then put this flower over this way, I think. Just since we got these two little circles down here, I don't want it messing with the bicycle wheels. That should be dry. Alright, so we're going to put the bicycle, I think we'll put it right about there. Let's turn this around. And then we're going to rub that on. And then I'm probably, once this is done, I'm probably going to go ahead and do a dark wax on it just to make it look a little bit more vintage instead of it being bright white, especially with that decoupage paper being a little bit more vintagey looking. It would probably look a little bit better. So, I will do that once we get these transfers on. Yeah, and this is from, I don't remember what transfer. It's the transfer that has, I think it's got like ships, some hot air balloons. I can't remember the name of it. It's an IOD transfer. And then that's a flower from, I think that's from one of the new flower ones. I could be wrong though. I can't keep track of all the different ones. They have so much stuff. And they're coming out with, it seems like well, we got the summer. Whenever that comes out, they have another release coming. So, interested to see that one. They always have cool stuff though, so. Alright, almost there. And if you guys have not tried transfers, you've got to try them. They just add some fun to your project. And they're easy. They're really easy to work with. And they add that extra little pop at the end of your project, I think. They like finish it off. You don't have to put them on everything, but the stuff when you're done. You're like, oh, that is just, that needs something. It's missing something. Choose a transfer. It'll finish it off for you. Almost. Come on. All these spokes. Trying to make sure I get them all. Alright, so there we go. We got the bicycle on there. Looks really cute. Looks really cute on that newsprint too. The newsprint and the, is it the kindest regards, the script letter writing? That stamp, those are the two best background stamps ever. I think I use them. If I need a background on something, those are my two go-tos. I always use those. And they never let me down. They always look cool as the background. Okay. Put that flower there. Let's just get that stuck. And I can go around the corners on that. And I'm just going to wrap it around the edges. Where it wanted to go anyway. We're just going to go with it. And let it go around the edge. Sometimes trying to get the edge of that plastic up is more difficult than it looks. Okay, and that corner is done. Now let's go to this one. Oh, it's gonna almost wrap around the front too. Oh well. Just go with it, right? And like I said, once these are on here, then I'll probably go through and do clear wax, and then probably do a dark wax over it just to give it a little bit. Or I may just do a dark wax. Since this has already got a poly on it, it's not going to stick quite as bad as if it was just going on directly onto the chalk paint. Yeah, that's one thing about nice with wax is if you put a clear wax down first or a poly or something, you have that barrier, so your dark wax is not going to be as dark. Unless you want it dark, then don't. Start off with your dark wax. If you want it to be more, you want it to be darker. And you can always use clear wax as an eraser almost. It is so much fun to work with wax. Just do so many things with it. These flowers are so pretty. I love adding them to stuff just for a pop of color. I've never been disappointed with them yet. Varnish it in really good. Okay. One more time. I know I varnish very, I probably do extreme, but I want to make sure my project is nice, and especially if I'm going to put it in my booth or sell it on my Etsy or something, I want to make sure that's a good solid product. I don't want to send something out. Okay, so we got decoupage on this side, and then you turn on this side, you have the newsprint stamp in the background, and you have a bicycle and the flower. That really turned out cute. So like I said, I'm going to do a dark wax on that one, and then that one will be done too. Alright, well you guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you, and share. You know, all that good stuff. Thank you.